Welcome to the show. After round 6 of ITM Cup action that saw Southland capitulate twice and now face a tough battle to qualify for championship semis in the wake of other results, mainly the comprehensive win by Otago over Waikato and Hawke's Bay anticipated defence of the Ramfleet Shield. In the Premiership, Tasman continued Wellington's season of misery while Counties Manukau threatened but couldn't overturn the Canterbury juggernaut. Taranaki were made to work hard against the Taniwha. Auckland wasn't against North Harbour. Well, finally, thanks for coming in. I know it's a difficult time for the Stags at the moment and a few fans are worried. Tell us something about Saturday's game, a positive. Let's start with that came out of that match.
Yeah, I think, I suppose the emergence of Morgan Mitchell was good. Boy, young fellow on debut and come out and made a really good fist of it. Yeah, that was probably like the main positive. There's a few things that we need to address and we've been addressing. So.
Well, the front five is coming under a bit of fire, and some new blood coming along has changed that slightly. But is that fair criticism of, you know, they say it starts up front. Do the mistakes start up front as well?
I don't know if that's a fair criticism. Our front five has been tracking along all right. I think we just make errors and go out of system at the wrong time. You know, like, so it's not like all our games. It's not as though one guy's had a big massive shocker. It's just like every now and then someone will do something wrong and then we end up behind the sticks, you know. So, but it's also like our clearance. It's just some things that we just have been working on, and we just have to really make better decisions.
You mentioned the clearance because what we're talking about at the breakdown, the ball's available, and somehow the guy comes around, picks it up and takes off with it. It's happened a few times. Halfback gets the blame sometimes, but it's really a collective effort of those protecting the ball, isn't it, as well as those that have to clear it? Yeah, it is a collective effort. It's just one of those things. Some referees let you away with it, and some don't. You know, and I'm not about to be here and blame referees or anything like that. But we just have to, I suppose, get rid of that ball quicker, or as you say, protect it better. And it's just people on the field. It's pretty hard to do that from up in the stands. Yeah. Let's look at the set pieces. The scrum worried me a bit about Tasman. They're a good team. They're a very good team, and we just weren't quite up there that day, were we?
No, Tasman have got a great scrum. You know, they're very strong at the set piece. Them, Taranaki, and probably Canterbury, probably the three top scrums in the comp. You know, and it's something that we, you know, we hold ourselves in high regard in our set piece, and we've been tracking along all right, but we still need a bit of work there, and it's getting a bit late in the season to put in a bit of work, but it comes down to the people in those positions, and we just need a little bit more depth maybe, but I'm not that worried about how our set piece is tracking along. What
about the line out? I know that's your specialty area when you played and now you coach. Yeah. Are you happy with the success rate? They're using the loose forwards a lot for the take, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, we've got some pretty good jumpers, and we just. I'm happy with it, but I'm not ecstatic, you know. Like, and I've told the boys that I think we just need a bit of a kick up the rear, just to kind of make everything work better. We didn't go too bad the other night, but it's, again, we just make a couple of crucial errors and crucial times, and we end up behind the sticks.
Again, we'll talk about a positive out coming into the pack. Elliot Dixon, sublime season, isn't he? He's trying 100% and having a big impact whether you're going forward or back. Yeah,
no, he's going great with the ball in hand and around the field. So he's come back, he's carried on his form from the Highlanders, which is great. And he's really putting his best foot forward for the team.
Let's talk about the defensive systems. We've had a couple of soft tries let in. Nobody gets a hand on a player. So is that that's not a missed tackle? That's just people being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Is that just a misunderstanding?
We're doing a lot of work on that. Obviously not enough, but it's just, as I said before, it's just individuals making poor decisions sometimes, and I think that if, you know, like as a coaching staff, we just keep trying to do drills and stuff to make better decisions, and as I said before, it's not just like one person consistently doing it. Like I thought we defended quite well the other night, and then it'll be just like an individual working out a system, and then all of a sudden we under the sticks, and that's the frustrating part. You know, I think we defended for long patches very well. We were up front and we got low and dropped them onto the ground and done everything right, and then we just kind of leave people hanging every now and then.
Well, such is the competition. 1 minute you're first, then you're fifth, then you're third. Because a slip up and other teams win, A little bit desperate now. We've got to win probably 2 of your last 3 games to have a chance, and we're playing Canterbury on Sunday. That's a massive task at the moment.
Yeah, it is going to be like a big task for us to get up there and essentially from Canterbury. It's just we have to go up there with a positive attitude and know that basically our destiny's in our hands. So we just have to just really make a good fist of these last 3 games. You know, we've got pretty tough games coming up with Canterbury, Counties and Hawke's Bay, and that's the position we'll put ourselves in, and we'll just have to try to fight out of that.
But you've been up to Canterbury and not been highly rated before and come away with the shield a couple of times, so it can be done. Yeah,
it can be done. You know, any team can be beaten on a day. It's not going to be an easy feat by any means, but the boys will get out there and give it 100% like they have been all season, and hopefully we come away with the points. And
Carter and maybe Crotty playing, so it looks like you might get the better of the 2 teams they field this week because they're in the three-game pattern. But still, test yourself against the best.
Well, that's the thing, you know, like it is going to be a good challenge for the boys. A couple of like All Blacks, and when you're playing, you know, you always want to test yourself against the best, and so hopefully those boys can kind of take that as a challenge and step up to the task.
The way Hawke's Bay are playing at the moment, you'd give them a chance of beating Wellington at the weekend or the next defence, and that leaves Southland with a chance. So there's plenty to play for the rest of the year.
Oh yeah, there certainly is, and we, like, you know, haven't really been talking about that Shield challenges until it's going to roll around, but it's always something that I'd say you'd be silly not to be kind of keeping an eye on what's happening up in Napier, and if we get a crack at it, then again we'll get up there and give it our best shot. How's
the confidence among the team? I mean, you squeaked past Northland. It was a great game. That was a fantastic finish, and then to lose a couple of games convincingly. On a down, or can you keep the spirits up?
We try to keep the spirits up, but the boys can't. You know, like, you can't be happy with your performance after that. You know, like, and we knew that we didn't only let ourselves down, but the people of the Southland and all their supporters. So you got to hurt. You know, you got to feel your confidence got to take a little bit of a hit, but it's just up to us to try get them back up to scratch. And like, they've got a couple of days off, so hopefully they rest and try to get their bodies back right after that tough week. But I'm sure that by Wednesday when we get together, the boys will be back together and we'll be all guns flying.
What we've been talking about recently too is how this the strength of this competition has changed. The Wellington week at the moment, Auckland not particularly strong. Take Canterbury out, and really the provincial areas, Taranaki, Tasman, Hawke's Bay, are starting to grow. So it's flattening out the competition, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is, and unfortunately we had all those 3 teams.
That was only coincidence to mention them.
Yeah,
that's right.
It was our crossover game. So it's funny the way the competition works. Wellington, I think, still got a good side. They had a bit of a crisis in their first 5. You know, they're still a good team. You know, that'll be a great game up there in Napier. But yeah, no, we've had a few teams, but I don't make any excuses about that. You know, like, we feel that we've got a very, very good group together, and we just haven't really been performing as such. We've got some top line players, and John Hardy, Jamie, and Lima. So you know, if we can rally around each other and get a tight knit group, then we'll be fine.
All right, all the best with the rest of the competition. Thanks for fronting up today. I know it's not easy when you've had a bit of a loss, but hopefully you'll be talking about a win next time out.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Cheers. Cheers, mate.
So to the Premiership table, where the top 3 are nigh certain of playoff action, with the main interest being whether Waikato can mount a late run to oust Auckland from the semis, but probably not on Sunday's form. To survive, Wellington need to win everything, while the Steelers will also need to roll over and die. Neither are likely to happen. In the Championship, the placings may change in the top 4, but the makeup isn't unless Southland can tip over at least 2 of their last 3 opponents. But given Canterbury has won, the Stags now only an outside chance to make those elimination finals. Manawatu and Hawke's Bay now firm favourites to be hosting those matches come mid-October.